Research Roundup Spring 2024 by Professor Helen May Simera, University of Mainz. Since the start of 2024, there have been over 28 new research publications that mention BBS on PubMed. PubMed is like a huge library of scientific articles about health and medicine that you can access online for free. It's where doctors and scientists share important information about diseases, treatments, and how the body works. Many of these publications are case studies that describe the condition in new patients and often mention new gene variants. Several of these are also review articles that describe the syndrome and the cause of the syndrome known to date. There were a few articles that highlight some new findings, 3 of which are described below. Early development and adaptive functioning in children with Bardet-Biedl syndrome. Kiefer E., Berg R.L., Richardson J.G., Hawes R.M., 2024 Jan. In this study, they wanted to learn how children with BBS reach different milestones and learn new skills when they're young. First, they looked at information from a big research group called the Clinical Registry Investigating Bardet-Biedl Syndrome, CRIBBS, CRIBS. Then they applied a special test called the Adaptive Behavior Assessment System, ABAS-II 0-5, to see how well these children are doing in learning new things. They got details on the milestones of 652 children, but they didn't always have information on every single milestone for every child. They tested 101 children and could show that children with BBS often take longer to learn everyday skills, especially things like taking care of themselves. They also tend to have trouble with speaking compared to other children their age. They also noticed that children with different types of BBS genes do differently in these tests, with those with BBS 1 usually doing better than those with BBS 10. Plus, as children with BBS get older, they might struggle more with learning new skills than other children their age do. BBS genes are involved in accelerated proliferation and early differentiation of BBS-related tissues. Horowitz et al., 2024, Jan to Feb. In this study, researchers have found that certain genes related to BBS are involved in the early growth of fat cells and insulin-producing cells in the pancreas, but they don't know much about how these genes affect other parts of the body linked to BBS. To learn more, scientists studied how these genes are involved in the growth and early development of different types of cells related to BBS. They looked at cells from skin, nerve, fat, and immune systems in the lab. They found that when certain genes related to BBS were turned off, some cells grew faster and behaved differently. Overall, this research shows that one specific gene related to BBS plays a big role in how different cells grow and develop. Understanding this can help us learn more about how BBS develops and find new ways to treat it. POMC neuron BB-some regulation of body weight is independent of its ciliary function. Guo D.F., Williams P.A., Lawley C., CBC, Zhang Q., Sheffield V.C., Ramuni K., 2023, December 23. In this study, the researchers saw that deleting the BBS1 gene in a specific brain cell type made mice gain weight and accumulate more fat, but removing the BBS3 gene in the same cells didn't have much effect on weight or fat levels. These findings suggest that BBS1 and BBS3, although part of the same group of proteins, have different effects on energy and glucose regulation in the body.